I know you guys said Pelican Larry is popular here, but I don't think for the best reasons.
So you're going to change it to a Nashville style bar.
You know, like I want people to just like grab a beer, listen to music, have fun, feel like they're in like a country Nashville setting. That's the goal.
Yeah.
I'm going to try my best to make it as good as I can so people do enjoy it, right? But it's not like I'm some expert. Like I'm going to need feedback. Like I don't care if people tell me they hated it or they have a problem. Like I want to know. Just give me suggestions. The grand opening will be January 22nd.
Wow. Okay. Very soon.
Where I'll start doing live music. The food will be changed. I'll have retrained staff.
Welcome back, everybody. It's 2026. We've got our very first guest, Evan Milionis.
There you go.
Yes.
You got it.
Nailed it.
Millie. He is an entrepreneur. He's bringing Backroads Brewhouse. Is that the full name?
Yeah, Backroads Brewhouse and Sports.
Yeah.
It's like the legal name.
He's taking over the Pelican Larry's up by FGCU, and he's making a whole new Nashville type concept. But you got your hands in a bunch of different businesses. You're like 25, 26 years old?
Yep. Yeah, I'm 25.
25,
Woo-hoo.
Entrepreneur, super young.
We love a young entrepreneur. in
This is
Naples.
going to be a very unique episode, I have a feeling.
Super unique. We're gonna love it.
I'm kind of nervous. I'm the oldest in the room by a long shot. It's the first time ever.
Yeah, welcome, Nat. You're the resident elder.
Yeah, jeez. Woo.
Let us tell you about Labubu's.
What's Labubu's?
Oh, perfect.
We might need another episode.
We might need
for
another-
that.
Is that like a
You don't know what a
phrase?
Labubu is?
No, Labubu's?
Clip it. Labubus are these little dolls that are going around and people put them like on their purses and they're like keychains. They're really ugly looking. I think they're from Japan. What do you think?
I have no clue. Once I saw it, I knew it was going to be a thing, and I just immediately was like, I want no part of this.
What?
They're little like dolls and they're just
Super expensive.
super
too.
expensive. They like have different kind of varieties that you can get, and depending on which one you get, they're expensive. But they mark them up in the U.S.
Wow, it's like a little American Girl doll.
but way
Yeah.
out
Anyone
there.
else remember that? But you put
But
it
like
on
a
your...
designer vibe, like collectible thing.
That sounds very bizarre.
It's very bizarre, and it probably won't make it to 2026, but it was a big thing in
Oh my
2025.
gosh, share this video if you know what that means. Or if you don't, actually.
I'm so glad we could touch on that for a second.
Yikes. Okay, I'm showing my age. Evan, welcome to the studio.
Yeah, it's really nice for sure.
We're so excited to have you on. And this is your first podcast.
Yeah, this is the first one ever. So bookmark this in a couple years when maybe I go on other ones and they're like, this is where it started.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so tell us about, you were with JP Morgan originally. You went to school for finance at FGCU. That's when you moved down here, right? Am I getting your
yeah.
timeline right? Maybe you should tell us.
I moved to Fort Myers 2018 for college.
Okay.
I actually didn't even have a major. I had no clue what I wanted to do. I grew up in like New Jersey and New York, back and forth. I went to a super small school and it was public, and I only graduated with like 100 kids in my class.
Okay.
Same building, 6th through 12th grade. So you'd have teachers from 6th grade math that you see walking to like gym as a senior. So super small town, but everybody was really small-minded. So that's not saying that they're bad people, but their family grew up there. They wanted to stay there.
Yeah.
They wanted to maybe get a job in New York City, 20 minutes away. And I had like a lot bigger goals than that. And I always felt that I was brought down for having more of an imagination or like wanting to do things. So I wanted to go somewhere outside of the bubble. And this was like one of the only places that I saw. So yeah, I came here 2018.
I love it.
I graduated 2022. And I worked in Naples for like a year and a half until I quit and focused on my businesses. And now I'm like here right now, but I'm back and forth between Miami and here.
Okay, so you worked for JP Morgan in Naples.
Yep.
Awesome. Got it. I love that you left a small town, what felt like a bubble, and you came here, which is its own bubble, as
Yeah.
you know. I'm not a huge fan of Miami. I like going there to visit, but why go back and forth? What do you have over there? You must have your hands in many things. I need to back up just a second. My mom had sent me a video or a post on Only in 239 page saying, you should check this kid out. He's taking over Pelican Larry's and making Backroads, and just sent me the post and was like, he'd be great for your show. And so I just followed you, kept it light. You followed me back. You reached out right away. And like 10 days later, here you are. Like, I feel like you're going to be huge soon. I just feel, I don't know, like just something is like buzzing around. No, but I mean, tell us in your words, like entrepreneurship, why did you leave kind of a steady job and how did you get to the restaurant industry, to the hospitality side of things?
Well, I'll answer it in 3 parts. The first part, you said Miami and Naples. I mean, growing up in like a city like New York, you used to think that was the coolest thing ever. And even like before, not even to get political, like it got a scary place. Like when I was in high school, we used to hop the turnstiles and go down the subway and just walk around Times Square, and we were like 14.
Yeah.
But then by the time maybe I was 18 or 19, I saw like the problems happening, like stabbings in front of me and serious issues. And like that stigma now to look over my shoulder and pay attention, that started to become a thing because of New York. It's still a good place and there's good people there. It's just there's a lot of negatives, and I think Miami eliminates a lot of the negatives. It'll have its own problems too, but right now in my life, I want to be around people that motivate me more to like go further, and not even in like a monetary way. And it's the easiest place to meet those type of people just in an everyday setting. Like I could go to the gym and meet an entrepreneur. I smoke a lot of cigars. That's my thing, and we'll probably talk more about it. There's 2 cigar lounges in Brickell. It's the area that I live in Miami. And I'll walk there and I'll work on my laptop, sit outside, and every single day I just meet really good people. Could be a 50-year-old French guy who owns a casino. Could be a 19-year-old e-commerce kid who makes $7 million a year. You know, I can't meet those people in Naples. And if I do, they're retired. They're a little more risk averse with their money, so they don't want to invest in gamble in a young guy, whether how smart they might think you are or not. In Miami, you're going to meet more of those people. It's very easy to be healthy in Miami, like Brickell especially. I'm talking particular, which is it's the most walkable place I've ever been in the U.S. by far.
Yeah, Brickell's a ton of fun and very walkable. I think Naples is more of a boys' club.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be in the circle here, from what I know, because it's a lot of old money.
Yep.
Miami has a lot more new money.
Exactly.
And maybe that's the feeling.
Yeah, there's a lot of scammers.
We definitely don't want to talk about Miami too much. Actually, go ahead and talk about it, and everyone can go there.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm fearful of is that the Miami, and do you find like when you come back to, I know we're saying Naples, but as a general Southwest Florida area, you come back here, do you feel like it's at least a breath of fresh air, like calm and like you can breathe? You don't have to be on so often, or you're always trying to find a deal, it sounds like.
Well, it depends. Like I have a lot of work sometimes to do, and I work really late at night.
Yeah.
So if I don't have too much to do that day and I want to go to the LA Fitness by Mercado and walk on the beach and then smoke a cigar, burn, or get like a dinner, it's very nice. Like Mercado is super nice. I like the vibe. It's really calm and peaceful. But I'm not 50 years old with kids and a family, you know? Right. So it's like, I don't want that every single day right now, but it's a good thing to have for sure.
Yeah.
I think Naples will get screwed over in a couple years when they finish the Bright Line tracks, because the goal is to make a loop. So right now they have it in Orlando. Next it's going to Tampa. Then it'll come here, then to Miami. So now you're going to have people living in probably the outer parts of Naples that are cheaper, like I'm losing my train of thought. It's a little more inland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Golden Gate.
Yeah, Golden Gate. Exactly.
Oh,
people start to buy stuff over there, and then they're going to have a 45-minute train to Miami, hour train. So that cuts commute times and stuff. So that's where I think I see a lot of people talk about Naples getting to Miami or big. I completely disagree. But also I haven't lived here my whole life. You know, I've only been here like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
It's really going to change when that stuff starts to happen. And especially when they move the private airport. I don't think people realize the reason why they're moving the private airport so that they can zone 3rd and 5th Avenue to build high rises.
Yeah.
So once that happens and the real money moves in, then people are going to be shit out of luck for their.
Do you think that's going to happen?
It'll 100% happen.
Okay. Let us know what you think. Do you think that's going to happen or not? This is a very controversial topic, and I've heard many, many things. I don't want it to move because I don't want high rises here.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't blame you guys. To me, it just seems like an inevitable thing. The only way around it is that people really care about it, get involved locally in politics. But that's a hard thing to do because it always involves money in rich areas. You could be the most popular person, but it's not a true democracy for this type of stuff.
Okay. Let's go north a little bit up to FGCU area, Fort Myers. Fort Myers?
I wanted to touch on that a little bit. Yeah, FGCU, Fort Myers, right there, right on the cusp. You said that you were looking at something outside of the New Jersey, New York bubble, and you landed on FGCU, but I'm curious how you came to know FGCU and why it wasn't somewhere else, FGCU over somewhere else outside the bubble, Texas or California or wherever.
Yeah, so one of my uncles, my mom's sister's husband, so his kids are my first cousins, lived in my hometown, New Jersey, and he does a lot of real estate down here in Naples, more commercial. And we've had Thanksgivings in Naples before, probably like 2016 and 2017, we flew down. So I've been here a handful of times, and I actually looked at the school 2017, and it kind of just hit everything that I was looking for. Where if I did need someone in a worst case, he came back and forth once, twice a month. So I can at least see someone familiar, but I did want to be on my own and I didn't want to be cold.
Yeah.
Valid.
It's a great reason. Yeah.
Yeah. And I liked the walkability from where the dorms were to the campus.
Yeah.
It wasn't a crazy big college town.
Right.
And it was something I could easily afford because I had to pay for all of my college and I still have some student loans I'm paying at this point. So it was super affordable.
Yeah.
They also had a Soarin' 4 program, which they stopped, where if you graduate within 4 years, do all these requirements, you get your freshman year tuition reimbursed from FGCU.
Oh.
But so many kids did it because they did that to retain graduation rates that they discontinued the program a year or two after me.
Right.
So, yeah, that was the main. It was I'm only paying for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you happy with your decision to go to FGCU? And would you tell your, the people, the kids that are looking for colleges, would you tell them that that's something that should be on their radar?
Well, it depends what people want to do. I think that the current university system's a total scam. If I could,
here.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think I'm
somewhere.
I don't think I'm a good example. I think it's a good place to learn social.
Why? Because are you a scam?
No. It's more so I'm a one-off.
Okay, right.
Sure.
It's not if it were a bunch of me's, then I would say then it's right, but there's not, and it's not even to pat myself on the back. It's more so that I think the way that the world's going, the only thing school's good for is learning social interactions and networking. That's it right now, unless you go to a big level school. If you go to the Harvards or some high level SEC business schools, you have relationships to get jobs. You're limited to Southwest Florida. And for most people, that might not be enough. If you're thinking all business, big level things, I got lucky that I worked at JP Morgan and that I did all this stuff. And I think luck's a mixture of being prepared for an opportunity. And I was super prepared for an opportunity. That's all it was. But I would, if I could redo it with the knowledge I have now, I'd definitely go to a trade school or would have just tried to start businesses. I do have a lot of ideas I write down since I was very young about random things. And one of them is completely redoing the education system in the entire United States. But we're not going to have, and that'd be an entire episode for itself, years of thought into this.
But you had an idea to transform a popular bar
Yeah.
right here in town.
Yeah.
Tell us, did that idea just come overnight? What happened there?
So when I was in college, I worked for another company that did events. So I kind of learned how to do the college events. And while I was at JP Morgan, I started a business on the side. and I bought a party bus and a limo. And my goal was to rent them out like every weekend in Mercado. So I'd do partnerships with a lot of the managers, be like, hey, you have a VIP table. I'll give you 20% of the bus if you get them to book that's already coming. Because they had people booked Friday, Saturday nights anyway.
Okay.
So like, let's get them a bus or a limo, whatever. And when you work at a big bank or any institution with financials involved, you have to disclose outside business activity. And this got approved, actually, my party bus limo thing. Long story short, someone who didn't really like my entrepreneurial spirit said it was a conflict of interest to have me doing it. And I actually was the only analyst in the country with outside business activity at JP Morgan. So the head of kind of our region called me and he was like, yeah, you got to get rid of it or you can't work here anymore. And I was making a couple $100 a week off of it. Nothing. It was a good side hustle, but I needed the job to survive. Like I pay for all my stuff. So I was just really angry. And I ended up losing a lot of money because someone broke into the bus and stole like $7,000 of parts. And I bought the whole thing in cash. I learned a lot from that. But I was so mad. And the reason why I'm saying this, I kept trying a bunch of other things after that moment. Like I vowed that I was not going to stay working for somebody else ever again. I didn't like that they told me what I had to do. Mm-hmm. I lost money because of them. It had no logic other than ego, and I didn't like that. So, funny enough, an old bar owner reached out to me in the summer of 2023 and asked me to do his events. And like I said, I don't really drink or anything. I graduated college already, and I was like, what the hell does this guy want me to do college events for? Because he knew I ran somebody else's. So I started running the events at his bar. Then came another one. Then came Pelican Larry's and Fort Myers. So I was running like 3 or 4 bars in Fort Myers. I started scaling to other cities like Tampa and Jacksonville. And I quit to go all in to expand it once I was making more than my job. Moved to Miami, still kept working with Pelican Larry's on their events for around 2 years. This past summer, the owner of Pelican Larry's approached me because he was looking to get rid of it. And it was terrible timing, to be honest, for me because I was supposed to go away for the whole summer. I recently bought something, so I didn't have too much cash available. So one of the good things of working at a bank, like I learned how to get creative with deals. So we put together a seller financing deal in a short amount of time. I took over around July with the goal to eventually rebrand. I knew from the beginning it needed to get rebranded because I know you guys said Pelican Larry's is popular here, but I don't think for the best reasons. Maybe
Dirty
what
Larry's.
reasons?
Yeah,
reasons?
maybe like 10, 15 years ago. And
Yeah.
I think the old owner, he's a good
When
guy.
I was
Like
your
I have
age.
I think he has a worse reputation than he actually is as a person. And that more comes from styles of doing things like bad organization, bad communication. I don't think it comes from being a bad person.
No.
But some people might think that he's a bad person, the owner of all the Larry, and I don't think he is at all.
I have no idea. I've never met him. I just have a lot of fond memories at Pelican Larry's at
Yeah.
different locations. And again, I'm about 10 years older than you. So when I was in high school or
Back in
coming
the
out
heyday.
of high school, I mean, my parents would go to Dirty Larry's. Like we grew up going there and sitting in the booth, like when they were going out with their friends, and then come high school, college, like that was the hangout. We saw it change in Naples to Oasis.
Yep.
And now we're seeing this turnover in FGCU area, Fort Myers. I think it's just really amazing that you're the age you are, taking over a well-known spot. And I think everybody is rooting for you. And so I really hope that it's everything and more. So you're going to change it to a Nashville style bar. So live music. Tell us your vision.
There's
for
a lot of live
Backroads.
music right now. I have some I used to do some other side hustles in Nashville, so I spent a lot of time there, and I have a lot of big connections. I don't want to reveal any names, but I definitely have some A-list level people doing me favors coming to the bar at some point in the next year or so.
Like live music, like talent, you're saying? Or
yeah,
okay.
like like internationally known people
Got
are going to
it.
come. But I have actual like solid ones that'll come and perform. People from here. I'm really trying right now. I'm going to say this to apply pressure to her, but I'm trying to get a girl who was on American Idol locally from Estero. We've been talking to try to get her to come play. I really want her to come.
What's her name?
I'm not going to say. She'll know who she is.
Let us know. Do you know?
I don't know. He said a girl. And
Local
She was a
girl from
finalist. She's
Estero.
from Estero High
Okay,
School. We've been
amazing.
talking for a little while.
She's gonna come on. She's gonna come perform, and we're gonna sell out her show. So
Yeah,
let's
it'll
make
be
it
really
happen.
busy. I just don't have a date yet, so I don't want to say it. And
Okay,
Sure.
got
and
it.
someone to take my idea, because
Yeah.
that's a big thing in this area. People take a lot of ideas, because a lot of them aren't original, in my opinion.
What do you mean by that? I think a lot of ideas are not original, and a lot of businesses don't survive on original ideas. They rip and create and recreate, and then eventually collaborate. Because once you're done, I mean, there's not a lot of originality left. I don't think
Yeah, I mean,
in the world we live in outside of Southwest Florida, right?
if you look at places like New York,
Uh-huh.
you have to be really, really good in just both your service and your food to survive, because there's so many options. You can eat
Yeah.
out 3 times a day every day for like 5 years in New York or something like that, and go to a
Right.
new spot. A lot of places here, I've already seen it myself with people copying me. Small ideas that are original, whether it's not original in New York or Japan or Dubai, wherever you're taking inspiration from, people will copy it in a week if it seems like it has any sort of traction here, because they're very there's a lot of lazy people in this area, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't really care if it offends some people, because it's the truth. And maybe that's because I'm biased and from a place like New York, where it's too much hustle and bustle and they stress themselves out unnecessarily. But there's a lot more sense of urgency in those places. And it's hard to come to places like this and not be around it all the time. So I
Yeah.
see firsthand, there's really, really good restaurant owners that I see that do a really good job. Like one, for example, I think you should have him on too. His name's Antonio Longobardo. He's a little bit older than me, from FGCU as well. He owns Luigi's, Pezzo's, and
yeah.
Lowbrow. Really smart guy, really nice guy. He does a great job overall in hospitality and service. My goal with this type of spot is to just keep it a dive bar, but it's more Nashville country theme, because that's a big trend right now. Beyonce made a country album. Louis Vuitton came out with the country style, like designer wear. It's a really big thing right now. Nashville is one of the most popular tourist destinations for Americans in America.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more so I just want live music. It's not going to be some crazy, amazing, high-end Miami level. I didn't have the budget for that, for sure. But the goal is to keep making it better as well. Like the money that I make, I'm going to keep putting back in, because we didn't want to close. I didn't have free rent or much time. And the college kids make up a big portion of the money made, because it's on campus, the bar. So they were away for December break. I decided that would be the time that I would try to get everything done. I only closed for 4 days to do most of the renovations. Now it's just furniture and decorations, and I'll be done.
Yeah. When are you opening?
I mean, it's open right now, but it's still
Okay.
Pelican Larry's.
Yeah.
The grand opening will be January 22nd.
Wow. Okay. Very soon.
Where I'll start doing live music. The food will be changed. I'll have retrained staff, because that's a big part of it too. It's hard to find good workers
Yeah.
in this area, especially in this day and age. There's a big entitlement factor with things like 25-30% tipping. That's a big thing people talk about. In Miami, it's auto 22% on every check.
And you agree with that?
I don't really agree with that. Like, if I think that exceptional service should be exceptionally tipped. Like, I want to be impressed. Like, if I went somewhere,
Yeah.
and if someone thinks that they didn't get good service, then it's up to them to decide if
I
they want
totally
to give the
agree.
money. But the entitlement more comes from the workers, that people don't realize. They think that I do everything here. This is all me. I have to do this. And
Do you think that's a geographical thing for where we are, or do you think that's a generational thing?
I think it's a mixture of both.
Okay. I worked
Because
in hospitality for over 10 years in New York City, in Los Angeles, and here very briefly. That the service industry is hard.
yeah,
To
for
find
sure.
decent workers is hard. But I think the entitlement piece, because we're getting a little controversial now. This is going to be fun year on ELN here. I think the generational piece is the issue.
Yeah.
People are entitled at whatever age that they should make money that they didn't earn.
Yeah, it's really bad with my generation, like Generation Z for sure, because of the internet.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that fake and they think that there's this life out there of luxury and money. And I like to talk to people all the time, and a lot of my friends will come up to me or, I'm going to start investing in stocks, or I'm going to start a business. First of all, I know you're not. They all say it and they never, I like doers, where I look at them differently than like a friend. I like people that do things and actually, when they speak, they act upon it. And a lot of my generation are sayers and not doers.
Yep.
And when they see these other people, they think like, this person's not better than me. Like if he's making $1 million online selling a course, like in Miami, they all do.
They all do.
They're like, I should be making $1 million. And that's kind of where the entitlement is. And it's just, the attention spans are really low. Like we officially have a smaller attention span than goldfish now.
Yeah, I believe
because
that.
of the doom scrolling.
Let's go, baby.
I think it all started with the participation award when that was handed to every kid.
Yeah.
Oh, you participated. Here's a trophy. That's bullshit. There's a winner and a loser. And the minute that came about my generation, I remember my grandfather telling me that, and I was like, what? It makes so much sense. You don't deserve just because you arrived. Like, you have to earn it. I want to touch on something you said earlier about the urgency that you've found that's in New York, obviously, that maybe doesn't exist as much here, which I totally agree. I think that is part of the appeal to this coast of Florida, is a little more lax. Yes, you still expect, high quality service, high quality places. It's not a cheap place to live, relatively speaking, in America. And I think that nothing's original, I agree with, but I'm curious if you find any ounce of flattery in that. Because if you come up with a great concept and you have great acts at your restaurant, at your bar, and someone copies it, I mean, that's big time. That's when you're doing something right.
Not at this stage, because my end goal is I want to help people on a large scale, and the only way to do that is with a lot of money, resources, and connections. So these few years are about accumulating as much money as possible. So anything that can mess up me making money, I'm gonna have a problem with.
Where's the money coming from? Is it coming from the people that are coming into your bar, right?
From the events, from the bar, from my app. I also
Busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Busy app.
I also hold like a good amount of real estate as well. Like I have a couple properties out of the United States as well. So I'll spend all the money I have to keep making more money, because it's all going towards something bigger in the end. Like I don't buy like luxury things. I don't have like that. My lease payment's like $400 a month on my car. I'm not going to buy a nice car. I don't have like nice watches and shoes and stuff. I like nice things. Like I like going to nice dinners, and I smoke cigars, but I just, all of it is going towards me trying to build something bigger. Like I have a bigger goal and vision. Like it's not about, I don't want to buy a nice house to live in or like nice cars. Because I think the best thing you could do with your life is to help people on a larger scale if you're capable of it. So if I didn't do that, I feel like I'd waste my life.
Yeah.
So all of this is to like go towards that, like in the end.
So when you say help people, do you see your place doing that? Your Backroads?
No, I don't. It's more so just like an entertainment thing,
Yeah, but I mean, help people have something to do and gather and give more jobs. I mean, it sounds like you're creating more jobs and more economy for.
It's not as like fulfilling to me. Like I think that there's a lot nicer. Like what I used to do is I used to donate toys every year on Christmas Day by kids giving toys to skip the line to the bars. So I'd go to like local children's hospitals and bring them. Like that's 10 times better than, to me, having someone have a good time at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like that's real stuff. To me, this was just the pattern and the way things went that I could keep making money from.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try my best to make it as good as I can so people do enjoy it, right? But it's not like I'm some expert. Like, I'm going to need feedback. Like, I don't care if people tell me they hated it or they have a problem. Like, I want to know. Just give me suggestions. Because this is my first restaurant or anything, and I wish I had a bigger budget to like really go all out. Like, I love Nashville. I could have copied completely one of them,
Yeah.
like we were saying. But like, for example, one of the unique things I'm going to have in the bar for my events company, we bring celebrities to college towns. So I brought a lot of the Love Island people here. Like the Nelk boys, like
Yeah.
I had 2 of them come to Pelican Larry's, Nick from Love Island and Rob Roush from Love Island. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Not familiar with that
Me
crew.
either. No, I'm not really.
They're super
reality TV,
popular
but-
with like
yeah, but
the
I
Gen
mean,
Z.
yeah.
So some of the other ones I plan on bringing, hopefully, knock on wood, are Alex Earl. I don't know if you know who that is. She's
I'm
like
the worst. I'm the worst.
she's
I
like-
don't have TikTok, so like I gotta explain
I'm
things
not
to her.
Yeah,
And
reality
Labubu's
TV.
and Alex Earls of the world.
I do like
There's
Love
a
is
whole-
Blind.
there's
That
a
is the
whole
one
arc.
reality
I was
show.
with a guy the other week who was on Love is Blind. He said he was on season 2, and he was like the one who got stood up at his wedding. An Indian guy.
Yeah.
He's trying to put a sandwich shop inside Backroads in the backside because he
yeah.
owns one. So we've been talking about
That's
it.
awesome.
But I have another
Incredible.
guy, so it's whoever does it faster gets it.
There you go.
Reality TV is its own
Yeah.
Yeah.
beast. When
I
I was
could
in
never
LA,
do it.
I got casting calls all the time for reality stuff, and I'm like, I want to be an actor. This is not. But then I quickly realized, damn, I should have
You'd
done
be,
that
you'd be great,
training.
Matt. You'd be
Why'd
great.
you never do it?
I was very judgmental of it, and probably still am. I was pursuing acting before, so to me that was like, this isn't acting. They just want,
Yeah.
and they didn't really pay much. But a lot of those people have made a name for themselves and have
Yeah.
started their own businesses. I mean, it's no shade whatsoever. I was just young and naive. I should have done it. Damn it.
Yeah, but I'm making in the bathroom hallway a wanted board.
Okay.
So it's going to be the pictures of the celebrities that came, kind of in black and white. I haven't decided the exact, but it'll be in a frame, them there, and then it'll be crossed out because they already got captured
Okay.
wherever they came. And then the ones that I want to come are going to come in. Then I'll have like funny ones. Like if kids get kicked out, they get a picture taken of them.
Oh, that's
We'll
great.
put it up on the board.
Okay.
I don't know. Like stuff, like funny stuff like that I wanted to do. I have like an artist repainting a lot of stuff. A friend of mine, his name's Vinny Customs on Instagram. He does a lot of like athlete shoes and rapper
that sounds
shoes.
super familiar.
Yeah. So have you been to Nashville before? Any of
Yeah.
you?
I have not.
Do you know the
I've got friends there.
stereotypical wings that all the girls take the
Yeah.
pictures? We
Sure.
literally put those in the bar too.
That's in the
like,
Gulch, right? I was just staying
Yep.
there. Yeah.
yeah. So we put like a picture area where it's a black wall with the wings he painted.
Got it.
Stuff like
Perfect.
that. If I had like millions of dollars to dispose of and make this place insane, it could be
I
high
mean,
level. But
it sounds like it's going to be awesome. And it sounds like it's geared, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like it's geared towards the college kid scene.
well, it's actually the whole point of the rebrand's not for the college kids.
Not for the
college
college kid.
kids will be there no matter what because
Right.
it's on campus.
Okay.
But I want to have the live music for the adults. Like I changed the food for the adults. Like all the changes at Pelican Larry's were why they all closed. You know, it was the same food forever, the same vibe. They did no live music, no data retention, like personable hospitality. It was just robotic. So those are all
funny.
the
I
things.
had a totally different experience, but again, it was a different time.
Well, it was maybe different at this Pelican Larry's
True.
in Fort
Yeah.
Myers that maybe from these ones, you know.
right.
But
Are you still
that
gonna
also
have pool tables?
yeah, so I
Okay.
switched out the pool tables,
Okay.
got nicer ones. So we
Okay.
have like 3 in the back room.
Cool.
But yeah, people like that part of it. But I just want to make it a better restaurant. Like it operates as a nightclub half the time, essentially.
Sure.
So it's like that no matter what will be there. But
Yeah.
I want everything else to be better and more controlled, you know?
yeah. What kind of food are you going to serve?
So it's just pretty American style, like everything. I already redid the menu as a test about a month and a half ago
Okay.
at Pelican Larry's. The food's substantially better now. I'm not going to say it's award-winning Michelin star, but compared to what it was, the baseline, it's way better now. So the stuff that didn't sell at all and the new menu I did, I'm going to take off, and then I'm adding like Nashville hot chicken, a little more southern stuff on top of it.
Nice.
But I mean, we have the smoker, we have barbecue, briskets, ribs. That's there right now.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, we redid a lot of the recipes too. Like before, they didn't brine anything. We brine all the meat now. We smoke for a little longer than he used to. We experimented different rubs. We'll have people like test them, and they told us with feedback the better ones.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like I just don't know enough about restaurants to be like, this is my recipe, and this like I have no clue. I can make steak on a grill, but in an air fryer.
Have you? Yeah, same, the best kind.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked in a restaurant before?
Yeah, so I worked at a Greek restaurant in my hometown in New Jersey for a year and a half, and then when I was in college, I worked at Cavo Lounge in Naples, more as like a bar back busser. Yeah. But yeah, my only thing is that I go to like nice restaurants in Miami, and I travel a lot. And there's this one restaurant group that own Mila. Have you ever heard of Mila? They also own a place called Casa Neos and Cloudy. Those are my favorite restaurants in Miami. Casa Neos being by far the number one. You feel like a celebrity when you go there. It's so high end. They treat you so nice. There's so much attention to detail. It's, to me, the best food in Miami. Best experience. Like, to me, that's the top tier. And I'm like embarrassed to be like, I own this dive bar when I've been to this high level. Because to me, I want to do that. Like, if I'm going to do something, I want to be the best. But I can't. They have millions and millions of dollars.
I mean, you enjoy going in and feeling like luxury. I think a lot of people, the demand, though, and I think you have an amazing opportunity here, and I hope you see that, is a lot of people want to walk in like they're a part of something. And they're not doted on. They just want to come and chill and hear music and drink a beer and have some smoked brisket and play pool. Like that is such a demand here. And when like the families grow and people have kids and they want to bring their kids to a restaurant, like I think that's popular here, and we need more of it. You know, we're seeing a lot of that style come to Bonita and parts of Naples, and I'm sure Fort Myers, and now with you. So I think it's awesome. I think we have plenty of luxury fine dining sprinkled around Naples, and this used to be an old fisherman town.
There's not much more growth for that stuff right now, I think, here, until the population gets insane for luxury. But more so, like, if you went to the bathroom and one of my servers saw you were walking back to your chair, they just pulled out the chair for you. Like, stuff like that level of thinking and problem solving, you can only get at a place like that. And like, I wish, like, I'll walk around at the bar and I'll see garbage on the floor. I'll see a chair left out. Might have taken too long to go greet a table. Like, I get pissed. Then I don't want to be there because I'm like moving around trying to do everything. But at the same time, it's like, how do you enforce that all the time? Like, yeah, it's part of like the family and the chill environment. And like, that's what it should be. You know, like I want people to just like grab a beer, listen to music, have fun. Feel like they're in like a country Nashville setting. That's the goal. Yeah. But like I feel like I'm failing if I see that like my workers weren't personable or hospitable because I would have talked to them. You know, so it like pisses me off because it's like a reflection of me almost. It's like, what if you went and it's a college-aged girl as the server, and maybe she's having a bad day, or boyfriend broke up with her. Failed a test or something, and gives you a little bit of attitude, right? Some people will be understanding, but it's like a reflection of me at this point. And this is my first thing, like that I'm putting my face behind, and there's nothing I can do unless I'm there every single day, and I can't be because I have other ventures. And so that's the one thing that pisses me off about this whole kind of like.
Let me ask you this, Evan, and talk to you about this leadership standpoint, because it sounds like you do have a good understanding of what makes good hospitality and good service and how you want things to operate. How do you pass on those values, or how do you put in leadership that holds those things to be true and passes those on to your employees?
Yeah, so when I first came into Pelican Larry's, the goal was to kind of like, you know how Elon Musk did the Doge, the auditing the government?
Yeah.
Sure.
I pretty much had to do that at Pelican Larry's for the first month.
The Doge of Pelican Larry's. Let's go. That's a clip.
Sentence you thought you'd never hear.
Yeah, but he was the guy that I bought it from. He was getting scammed, and I think that affected his other stores as well. That from vendors overcharging him a bunch of issues. So I had to go through everything, learn it all, like get the logins to so many different things that you wouldn't even think.
Sure.
And then it's so busy with the college kids. School started in August. And then the goal was I was going to wait till this summer to rebrand, but I actually read a quote by Elon Musk, and I do like him because he does so many things, and his ultimate goal is to like help people. And he said, if I'm in a meeting and people tell me it's going to take 6 months, I don't let them leave till they tell me how we can do it in 2 weeks. And he said some people have a 10-year plan, but what they should tell themselves is, how can I get everything done in my 10-year plan in 6 months? You're probably going to fail, but you'll be a lot further along than most people who wouldn't even try to do it. So I said, what am I waiting for? And I'm trying to rush everything, kind of. But that's why I'm making all these appearances and trying to put my face everywhere, because at this point, I think it's just the marketing thing. I don't really think it's anything else. So part of like you're asking with retraining the staff, to me, like Pelican Larry's was dead. Like I didn't care about Pelican Larry's. I cared more about this. So I made a ChatGPT link that's trained on all the things that I want to talk about and problems like, why is the TV static? So I've given it the responses so they can ask it, how do I change the TV from the static? And it's like, great question. Here are the 3 possibilities. So I've trained the AI. I created new onboarding forms because I think it more came for not being trained when they're hired. And I don't think that group training is going to work. Like I'm not done training everybody right now because the grand opening will be the real test in a couple weeks. So I have a new GM coming in. I think he'll help a lot. He's a younger guy. It's just re-encouraging, and it's a mixture of positive and negative re-encouragement, I think. But I think for people my age, Gens, because they're only 2, 3, 4 years younger than me. These
all
people.
Your employees are younger.
Yeah, they're all college kids.
Gotcha.
So that comes with pros and cons. Like younger brains are more malleable.
Sure.
So you can teach them things. But if they have bad habits, they're harder to break right now. So I think the only way to do this is I have to spend time one-on-one with all of them. And it's going to be a grind, but the ones who don't conform will be gone. And I'll get new people in the next day. Yeah. Like I don't really care. I'll do what I need to do. Just because I have a vision how this needs to go to get where I want to be. And like I said, I think it's a reflection of me. Like if you had dinner with me and we sat down, I'd want you to like feel the same way if like one of my servers were taking care of you, you know what I mean? And I don't think you need to be some genius to figure it out. Like it's just personable stuff that is, like you're saying, it's a generational thing. I think a lot of people my age don't have as many social speaking skills, but I have an advantage of I smoke a lot of cigars, I said. So I'll sit at cigar lounges and talk to like interesting people since I was young. So it's like a good place where you're not like stuck on your phone. Like everyone's on their phone, and COVID messed with a lot of people's social skills for sure. So it's kind of reteaching a lot of behaviors, and I'm going to try my best, but you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink at the end of the day.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
So you have very large grand plans. You talk about helping people in a large format. Do you have an actual framework for how that's going to be? When you say help people, what do you mean by that in the future?
Yeah. So I kind of came up with this plan my senior year of high school, and the first step was called Phase 1. And I wrote it on my wall in college in like a lined piece of paper with like crayons and Post-it notes. And my roommates and friends would walk in and be like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Like, well, you're so weird. And I'd be like, whatever. It'd be like get straight A's, like basic stuff, right? But then every year I kept adding more and more, like more bolder things. And then people would see it and they'd be like, whatever. But every single year I would do it. And then after around Phase 4 or 5, a lot of people who knew like me were like, okay, I kind of like believe this guy, the things that he used to say when we were younger, of like things I wanted to do. Right now we're going into Phase 8.
And are there yearly phases?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So it resets around this time every year with my goals. And it looks like a crazy person in my room. Like my apartment has no furniture. It's just an open room. I have an office with a desk, I have a calendar, like whiteboard, and then a giant thing on the wall. It says Phase 7, and it's with all the things I work on in different colors. It's giant. It's bigger than probably like this wall, and it looks like a murder mystery board. And I look at it every day.
I need to fact check this really quick. His girlfriend's in the room, everybody.
Marika, tell us about this.
I have a couple photos on my phone too, if you want to see it.
Perfect. You
Send
can
them over.
send them so we can put them in.
The first time I ever went into Evan's room, I was like, oh my gosh, should I turn around? Because
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so it's fact checking
that
this is real.
That sounds accurate to me, because I was like, "What? How do you feel about that? Your first."
So right. So what is Phase 8? What is the bigger picture here of helping? Obviously, you're starting a brand new thing, bringing hospitality to your world and to ours.
And our world, yeah.
But what is the overarching thing? I can tell you have a goal that's much bigger than the community that we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like to talk about
Okay.
like the overarching things yet, because I'm a believer in when you tell people things,
Yeah.
like it might not happen. And like we were saying before, like people steal ideas, but like I've spent so much time, like sleepless nights, like smoking cigars by myself, thinking, I know like what I'm supposed to do, and I'm ahead of schedule right now for sure. But it's just kind of my motivation to like keep going. But that's what I mean, like why I like places like Miami. Like that would be something crazy to say to someone here, but there they get it. Like they might have their own,
Sure.
you know? And it's like re-encouraging to be like, yeah, maybe when it's hard to keep going, because like this guy's doing it.
Yeah.
Like this guy here, it's like they'll be like, oh, don't worry about it. You're doing great. But to me, it's like you don't even understand like where this is gonna go.
Right.
Sure.
So it's like just like my reminder every day
Yeah.
of like what I want to do.
Like,
you know?
yeah, I mean, you seem like a very big thinker, and you
Mhm.
harbor quite a bit because it's your sacred. I mean, again, correct me if I'm wrong. You value your goals and what you think. And I think instead of it being about this type of person, I mean, the West Coast of Florida is made up a lot from the Midwest. So this very
Yep.
kind and loving and, but not airheady, just actually kind and loving. I think Miami side of things come from New York, right? Like that side where there's more hustle, there's more urgency. I loved New York when I lived there. I loved the urgency. I loved the people. But I think too about like you're sharing ideas and collaborating from my experience being back here has actually taken me to the next level that I had in my vision, if that makes sense. So like when we're sitting here and talking in this room, I'm thinking, is Backroads a starting point for you to build a community, or is it something that you're going to build and then sell and hop on to the next thing?
Yeah, I mean, that's undecided at this
Yeah.
point for sure. It honestly more depends on how busy my other stuff gets.
Okay.
No pun intended, like being
Busy.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bizzy.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the app.
Yeah, so it was started by my friend. We were in the same fraternity in college. His name's Cooper Aiello. It was his idea. He went through the entrepreneurship school. And when I was a senior, I kind of like mentored a lot of kids his age to like be entrepreneurial, because I was like, this is your chance, take risks now. I was always like that mentality. So him and a couple other guys started different things, and he came to me when he started to get traction. He was like, this is getting pretty serious. Like I got 2,000 users in 2 months. Like I have a bunch of businesses on. What it does is it gives college students discounts at local businesses in college towns. So it started here.
Yeah.
So I funded it and we started growing it. So I started getting involved at the beginning of 2025. So he started it maybe a month or two prior. Now we're in 5 cities. We have it FGCU. We have like almost 70 businesses in the area on it. We have Tampa, University of Georgia, Arizona
Go
State.
Dogs.
Oh, really? You went there?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say you could help us. I need
But-
UGC. I need people to
I
get
have,
stuff done.
I have family in Athens. I have
Nice.
friends that went there.
Yeah,
Let
we
me know
went
how
to
I can
Athens
help
for
you.
like a week. It was really nice. I actually looked
I
at getting
love Athens.
I looked at getting a college bar there too,
Yeah.
but there was nothing available. But and then Arizona State in
Cool.
Tempe, my little brother goes there, so we picked a school there. But we're at over 20,000 users in less than about a year.
Amazing.
It's profitable already, which very few apps even become profitable.
Right.
And the bigger things that we're doing, like a large update, it'll come out probably in a week or so that allows ticketing to events,
Cool.
which coincides with my events company that we
Right.
use at Backroads. So they're all connected.
Love that.
And then it also, we're working on long-term incorporating Busy into all the school meal plans. So that's going to be the real ways to monetize. I have an investor right now that wants to give us $500,000 for the app to grow and hire a full-time developer. And we're trying to also get involved in, have you ever heard of Y Combinator?
Yes.
So we just applied to Y Combinator, and our goal is to hopefully get accepted through that program.
What is that?
It's essentially the best startup accelerator, which is, do you know what a VC is? Venture capital.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that, but they also pair you with a lot of industry partners, mentors, guides, ideas to help you go from here to here.
Got it.
Like
Okay. Like
DoorDash.
Every big tech company.
Every
Gotcha.
single
come through
big
Y
one.
Combinator.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
So it's not a guarantee, but a lot of, it's really competitive space, and their focus is AI. We have a little bit of AI with the app, but we're already profitable and exist. So we have a little bit of a head start. So everything's been self-funded from me. Like we've had no need to raise money. So if we go through Y Combinator and get accepted, then I definitely need to pivot more of my time to Busy because it's growing very, very quickly. And to me, that's a little more fulfilling because you help people directly. Like you save kids money and it's free to local businesses. So it's free marketing to local businesses. So it's like I can help 400 business owners and help. We've saved almost $200,000 to FGCU students last year alone. So
yeah, that's great.
yeah, I think Busy's really good, and it has a good amount of traction at the school. We still have a lot to learn and tweak because it's only myself and Cooper does the majority of the legwork right now because I'm in different things. So projects like that.
I'm just opening it.
Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, that's more. If Backroads does really well, then we can look into maybe bringing it to other places. I do want to invest in real estate in the area, like my uncle, but I'm not at the point yet where I want to do more the commercial side, not the residential or build. So I'm not ready for that stuff yet, and I'm super busy right now.
I'm just going to read to everyone watching and listening. Busy, Bizzy, deals near your campus. You can get it in the App Store. It's got a green background and white lettering, but it says browse exclusive local student deals. So this is essentially Uber Eats meets Ticketmaster meets a bulletin board of what's going on in the area.
Well, the goal is to make it the everything app for college students.
Okay.
So if you're a college kid in a college town, there's no reason why you shouldn't have this app. If you're a local business in a college town, there's no reason.
But it's not a dating app, so.
No, not yet. You never
yet.
know.
Get busy.
Yeah, getting busy. There you go.
That's
Boom,
the point.
sell
You
it.
need a
That's the
marketer.
slogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's getting busy. And there's a lot of things we're going to keep adding. And once we get a full-time developer, it's going to move really quick because Cooper's probably one of the hardest working people I met in this area for sure.
Cooper. Shout out to Cooper. Tell us about Cooper. What's his name? What's his last name?
Aiello. He graduated this past spring from FGCU. And he's working full time on the app, like, because it's his dream, you know, his idea. But I think I know it's gonna be really big in a very short time. That's why I'm saying I don't know what's gonna happen longer term with Backroads. More to say, and like you alluded to earlier, I don't want to ruin Naples because if I came in and did all these go things, that's gonna ruin the vibe of what people want, and I don't think it would do that well here. Things that are more go. I'd rather just own passively in an area that people like. I think that's more where I can contribute here and then do things with locals, like when I donated toys to the Children's Hospital, stuff like that you can do, like, to be more fulfilling in the community, you know?
I think so too. And I think as an entrepreneur, you know this, finding what the demand is and what your audience wants, because there's a time and a place for the hustle and bustle places. And like when I need that itch scratched, go to Miami, I go to LA, I go to New York, I go to these bigger Nashville, these bigger cities. But I also love that you're testing out a concept that hasn't really been done here. And I have to say, on your behalf, on Cooper's behalf, on everyone who's graduated from FGCU this once was a small college is now, there's some real success stories coming out of our area, which
Absolutely.
just is so awesome, like so incredibly cool, because it's not, when I was growing up, wasn't a huge school. It was an option for the kids that lived here if they didn't want to leave home. And now there's so many stories of these, of like yourself coming in from a larger place and making a name for yourself. So I'm pumped to have you on and pumped to meet you. So excited to see what you're going to do next with Backroads. And
Yeah, thank you. What I joke about sometimes with some people, they complain on the college nights kids need to pay to get in because there's certain drink deals that are pretty much like you're paying for the drinks there.
Yeah. It's like $20 cover, $2.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends.
or
It could be
something.
all you can, ladies drink free, whatever.
Yeah, right.
So I tell them, I'm like, you guys should want me to do well. I'm the best chance of FGCU getting a football team. Like, what do you
There
think's
it
going to happen?
is.
You know?
Nice.
But it's like no one's going to come back and try to do it. Like
Yeah.
I'll do it if it gets to that point where we're big enough. But yeah, like things like that, I for sure want to do one day because FGCU is like important step. I wish that they moved a little faster to help us with stuff because I do feel right now there's no sense of urgency that because they'll probably have a ton of ideas or people, whatever. But like this is something that FGCU can profit from and make money.
For sure.
Busy especially. So we're trying to get that done right now. But yeah, like you said, you know, people who come here and do stuff in different places. Look like Dave Grutman I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
He's someone I really want to meet one day. He was a big inspiration for me. He's from Naples. And he was like the celebrity. He would do small favors, IOUs for D-list, C-list celebrities. And then when he needed the favor cashing in, they showed up for him and it made him the man. Like people wanted to go to him. He took care of them. And that got him a lot of traction at all of his spots. It's why he's so successful.
Yeah.
So
No, I think it's great. And however we can help, I mean, we're going to obviously share the show, share these clips, and
Yeah,
however we can help get the word out to FGCU to give you what? You need some dollars for Busy.
no,
Let's get
I want
We need
to give
some
them
deals.
I want to
We
give
need
them
some
money
deals.
for Busy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Pretty
Okay.
much. I mean,
Okay.
at the end of the day, we're gonna make money but they're gonna make money from Busy too.
Right. Right.
But yeah, we've been working with some people at the school that I think share the vision. But when you work with big systems like that, there's gonna be a slower pace. Like President Martin, I used to have a good relationship with. He used to be the president of FGCU.
Okay.
He retired recently. He likes cigars. Good guy.
Nice.
But yeah, that's my one piece of advice to
Yeah.
anyone younger watching this is if you're like a younger entrepreneur, especially in this area, I would go to cigar lounges. Even if you don't smoke, I just sit there and get a water. You're going to talk to people. They'll talk to you, follow up with them and keep connections. That's like one of the best things. I just follow up with people. That's it.
Yeah.
I have no special talents or skills. Just
Me neither. I hear you.
follow up and persistence.
It's
That's
all
it.
people. We need
Yeah.
people to come into the door and chat and make the connections. So I love it. I'm excited to try it out. January 22nd
Yep.
is a soft opening or the grand opening.
Is the grand opening.
Okay.
We'll probably do a soft on the Wednesday if I feel like that
It's ready and all
we'd
that.
be ready for it.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, you guys should definitely come check it out. I'll send you guys like personal invites as well. I have bad handwriting, so just you'll know that it was me. That
Yeah.
it was real.
Perfect.
Cool. And where can everybody find you just for all the things?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the best bet's following Backroads on Facebook. It's still Pelican Larry's right now, but it's going to be switching over to Backroads Brewhouse in about a day or two. Just we're finalizing the logo. That's been the problem for like signage and stuff like that. But everything else is pretty done and ready to go. But yeah, I'd follow for updates there. Anyone who might be talented or interested in working with Busy, we're looking for very particular talents, so don't get offended if we reject you. But if there's someone who wants to work hard and like sees the vision, you can always reach out to me personally on Instagram or Busy's Instagram. But
Awesome.
yeah, really appreciate you guys having me on. I'll definitely, if you want me back, I'll come back again to see progress. Or
Yeah,
anything
I think
else.
this might be our longest or one of them long episodes. This is
Yeah.
such a engaging conversation. I loved getting to know you. I have one last question. Are you going to do any like open mic night moments for Backroads? Like, are you having music every night? Is there a way people can like, hey, I want to see if I can sing or do spoken word? I don't know.
Backroads Got Talent.
So,
Yeah, he said talent earlier, and I thought for sure you were going to talk about Backroads talent, but
had this intent to do a kind of tryout thing, because a big thing in Nashville is they do let people kind of like play for free and try it out.
Yeah, and they all are like freaking phenomenal.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I wanted to live stream it. I also want to do that with the comedian. I want to get a comedian really drunk and live stream him at Pelican Larry's on like a Tuesday, the slowest night. But we'll do live music probably 4 days a week. Saturday nights is a karaoke night. There are college kids, but it is like a 21 plus night.
Okay.
So that's more something that I want to emphasize people coming in for that type of stuff. But I haven't picked a day to essentially try out open mic, whatever. At this point, it's been me looking for bands, people sending me bands, or bands reaching out to me.
Sweet.
You know.
Great.
Very
awesome. Cool. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Just under an
Love
hour.
the live audience.